aspects and qualities that make someone different. Not all of these qualities are something visible. This is what makes neurodiversity so interesting. The common misconception is that people with learning disabilities are lazy, have low intelligence, or are dumb. This is completely false. People with learning disabilities are average or above average intelligence. Having a learning disability does not mean you cannot learn, it just means you learn and process information differently. A learning disability is an umbrella term to describe various neurological disorders that impact the way a person acquires, takes in, stores, organizes, and understands the use of information. This marble is the information. Once that information hits the brain, it travels different paths in the brain, where we store the information in memory. This would be an example of what's going on in the mind of a non-LD person. In the brain of a person with a learning disability, it's like the brain is built differently. So the brain processes information differently, not the same way as a traditional learner. But most of the time we teach these students or use strategies for learning that are more effective for non-LD people. It's not that people with learning disabilities cannot learn. It means their brain is wired differently and processes information differently. Majority of the time, there is a different route information has to go for everything to fall into sequence. How do we find the learning technique to help students with learning disabilities? The solution is easier than you think. Learning happens in many different ways, but is most effective when we incorporate more than one of our senses. Each color represents one of our senses. For more efficiency, students with LD should not be confined to one method of learning. That would be as efficient as me painting this balloon with this Q-tip. In fact, no student, regardless of the ability, should be limited to one kind of learning. Using techniques that engages various senses, different strengths are more proven to be effective in supporting students with learning disabilities in and outside the classroom. Learning happens in multiple ways, and therefore we need to teach in multiple ways. Give students ways to help absorb information. This is the first step in navigating students to success.